Okay, so today we're going to be looking at two vacuum cleaners. They're both made by Interstate products. Or Interstate vacuums, whatever. We have two. Okay, we have two Interstate vacuums. There we go. And this one here is a Revelation. This is the older of the two. I'll show the other one in a minute. And before we get started, I will be showing this Lakewood Kmart box fan in another video at some point. Somebody requested that. So as mentioned, these are Interstate vacuums. This one is the older of the two, I do believe, although if I am incorrect, you can let me know kindly in the comments section, because I really would like to know. I don't know too much about these. I'm more when we're talking about canisters, I'm an Electrolux guy. I have a bunch of Electroluxes. They're great machines. And when we're talking about uprights, I like Kirby's and Hoover convertibles and the F&G type Eurekas, you know, the direct air machines. But never really paid much attention to these, just because they don't really turn up. I don't think they're all that common. But anyway, we have two of them. This is the older one, like I mentioned. It's a Revelation. Revelation? I think that's right. Yeah, Revelation. And we'll get on to why I think this is an older one in a minute, but this doesn't have a plug here, and it's got these type of nub feet. It doesn't have wheels. It has wheels on the back. Anyway, physically this is also in better condition. There's no rust on the underbelly or inside of it. And let's see, I will show this on here. This is a model C2. Interstate Engineering, there we go. Patent pending. It says ball bearing motor, no oiling required. But there's no such thing as a permanently lubricated motor, as we all know. And this is actually a demonstration of that, because although this one is physically in better shape, it does have an issue. You can see the, I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, you can see it. The lid in here has no rust or anything. And I'll show it has this sort of cloth basket type bag, which is actually pretty clean. That looks like a hole, but it's actually just worn thin there. I'm thinking I might put some glue on there to keep it from wearing the rest of the way. Just kind of impregnate with that with glue. And on the inside, you can see also there's no rust or anything in here. And the motor's back in here. And it has a filter on it, which I'll pull off and show you the... That's the fan there. I'm going to have to disassemble this further at some point. But here's the filter. It just kind of fits over the motor. And it says replace filter or change filter every 6 months. And I hate to tell you, but I doubt that was done. Although the filter looks pretty clean. It says in here, guaranteed by Good Housekeeping. If not as advertised, replacement or refund of money. And if I understand correctly, these were sold door to door, like kind of like Kirby's. And I believe these machines are sold today, not this style, but the other style, which is very similar. I'll show you as the other vacuum we have. Are still sold today, although they're slightly different now, as they're sold as TriStars. Anyway, on the back here we see it doesn't have the asshole here. The asshole is down here. The newer style, the asshole's up here, and it has another filter, which I'll show you in a minute. You can also put the hose in here. These have a permanently attached cord, and this one has no way to wrap the cord up. And I do not have a hose for this currently. Anyway, we'll go ahead and fire this one up and I'll let you hear it. not going to run it for long though, because like I said, those bearings in the motor are starting to get pretty bad. This one makes a screeching sound, but it is very strong. You know, hear it? It just doesn't sound very smooth. It's not making the noise it was making before, which is like a high-pitched squealing, so that's good. But I'm going to have to open it up and investigate those permanently lubricated ball bearings that need lubrication. And maybe replacement, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, this is the Interstate Revelation. Now the next one we're going to look at is this one. This one has wheels. This is a compact. Is it taller? Yeah, I think it's a bit taller. It's taller because it has wheels, isn't it? Anyway, this is a compact, and this one, like I mentioned, I think is newer, and we'll go over the reasons why in a second. One of them is that it has a cord reel, the other one does not. Now this is the style you could still buy up until, I know, at least the early 2000s as a TriStar. Anyway, it has wheels on it, and this thing, both of these are built like tanks. Look at these wheels. I mean, those are not something like you generally see on a vacuum cleaner. And here we go on the bottom. This is a model C8. I don't know if you can read that or not. This one also has a plug right here for a power nozzle. Like I mentioned, has the sort of cord reel type thing here. And this is also the switch. On the back here it has a post motor filter, which is just kind of a foam thing. And you can also put the hose in there. This one, even though it's newer, is sort of in a little bit less great physical shape. Cosmetic, there we go. You can see there's paint chips and stuff. It's still not bad. It's not bad by any means. I've seen a lot worse. Oh, oops. And this one here, the Kirby vacuum store, there used to be a Kirby vacuum store in Raleigh that I went to. The guy was like, he was in his 90s that worked there. They're closed now. But they had one of these in there that they would use to like suck out the bags and stuff, you know, when they're working on Kirby's. I think they called it an elephant. Anyway, also this one under the lid here. These are aluminum, by the way, so they don't rust. But they get this weird white corrosion on them. And this one has definitely gotten that white corrosion, so I need to get like a wire wheel and kind of get that off of there. I think aluminum oxide is what that is. This one also at some point has had this bag replaced. This is a newer style bag, which is also rather clean. It's got some debris in there, but it's not like it's worn out. And it also has a newer style pre-filter, which you can see here. This one doesn't say every 6 months, it just says change filter often. Once again, same, do not. Same style motor in here. But you can see this one's got some of that corrosion inside of there too. It's not bad, but this is definitely, because it's got wheels, it'd be more convenient, plus it's in the lesser of the two shape. This is definitely the one that I'm going to be using more. And it's got this nice new bag and the sort of new filter. Which I'm guessing I can still buy those filters since they still make TriStars, right? Anyway, this one sounds a lot smoother. And I will fire this one up and let you see. And yes, I will get it more in the center of the frame before I do so. So that one definitely sounds a lot smoother. Although, it needs some cosmetic help. Gotta get a hose to hook up to these things. I take a weird metal hose that goes in there and like twists. And I wouldn't mind getting a power nozzle since this one has a hook. Since this one has a hookup for the power nozzle, I wouldn't mind getting a power nozzle for it. I think that would be kind of neat. Although, normally I just use an upright vacuum cleaner for that type of stuff. But, yeah, I got both of these on eBay for 30 bucks, so, I mean, you know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. There's not really much to say about these. They're vacuum cleaners. They produce suction. I gotta get a hose for them and clean them up. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching.